I thought it was you. Nice to see you, Dixon.
It's been a while, Grandpa. 1 year, if my memory hasn't left me. Good to see you haven't kicked the bucket.
Put a sock in it.
Wait. Dixon. Dunban. You're the heroes who risked your lives a year ago in the battle to defend the colonies.
What's a pretty young lady like you doing hanging around with this bunch of slackers?
Dunban, Dixon. Thanks for helping out back there.
I don't believe we did anything.
He's right. Save your thanks for that giant bird.
What was that thing?
A Telethia. A mystical beast that protects the sleeping Bionis. Though I've never heard of one ever venturing down to where us Homs live. Strange.
A Telethia? So that's what it's called.
A mystical beast that protects the Bionis.
So, what's your plan from here? Follow that metal-faced machine, I presume?
What else? He's gonna pay for what he did to Fiora.
Well then, there's only one place he'd go. Galahad Fortress in Sword Valley. A year ago, those things were building a huge fortress, right in the valley. Tactically, it's an excellent location to launch attacks from. I feel there's a strong chance they've now finished building it. That would explain why both colonies were attacked recently.
Sword Valley. The very place where we made our last stand 1 year ago.
So it's settled. Bash down a fortress and smash some metal brains.
Easy, Ryan.
Chalk?
There's somewhere else I need to go first.
But what could be more important than... Wait, you saw another one.
Saw what? What are you on about? These visions sound pretty handy. Well, out with it. What do you see?
I was somewhere very high up. I was fighting at the peak of a huge tower. Fighting Metalface. I heard a voice. And then the Monado's power was unleashed. His armor instantly gave way. The Monado doesn't work on Metalface at the moment. But if that vision comes true...
A tower, huh? Doesn't give us much to go on.
Can you remember anything else from your vision?
I remember... a huge horn. That's it. As I fought Metalface, I could see the Bionis head.
Prison Island.
Prison Island?
I've never been. But I've heard of a black tower at the head of the Bionis. They say it was built by the ancient High Entia race.
The High Entia are real. I thought they were a myth.
I wouldn't blame you, son. An ancient race living at the top of the Bionis? It does sound crazy. But Bionis is home to all kinds of different people, not just us. That includes the High Entia.
The High Entia, huh? I dismiss them as folklore as well.
Never assume anything. Seeing is believing, right?
Have you ever met one?
Well, yeah.
Wow. Dixon, man, you're just full of surprises.
What can I say? I'm well-traveled. And it's all for your future. Day and night I've searched for new lands, met new cultures, and gained knowledge for our people. The life of a wandering old fool. A lonely one at that.
Stop your whining. You do it because you enjoy it. And you make a tidy profit.
Who asked you, Dunban?
Well then, Shulk, what's it to be?
We'll head there.
There are alternatives. We could abandon the colonies, find a place the Mekon will not discover and live in secret.
I realized something when we were fighting Zord. Wherever we go, they'll follow. We can't run from these things. We must fight on.
I see. Then I am obliged to join you.
You want to come with us?
Scared I'll get hurt?
No way. We know you're stronger than anything. Right, Ryan?
You bet.
I've recovered a great deal since we last met. And that miserly old coot over there made me this. Sharp, light, perfect for cutting through steel. Show me a Mekon and I'll slice it in two. I might not be in peak condition, but I'm useful.
I can't thank you enough.
We're in it together now.
You can count on us, Dunban.
Miserly old coot. That sword is forged from Mechon armor. It's worth every penny.
So you keep saying.
If you want to go to the Bionis head, you'll need a guide to get to the upper regions.
We're at the bottom, so I guess the only way to go is up.
Right. But we'll need to go up the lower back first.
The lower back?
Colony 6 is right at the top of the Bionis leg, so we'll have to head around the waist. Through a place called Satorl Marsh. Follow me.
And so we have a new party member in Dunban, but Dixon is a guest now, even though he has arts and battle stuff already in the game. Dunban is a permanent party member, and he comes with a weapon called the Anti-Mechon Glaive. This can damage Mechon even without Monado Enchant, which is extremely useful. Also, I love Dunban's design from Colony 6 onwards. This outfit fits him so well. We can switch back to the Hom's Saber that he used back in Colony 9, or we can have him use the Anti-Mechon Glaive. I'm going to keep his weapon as is. You can give him an eye patch. And I think I'm going to, just because that's the armor that looks best on him for a cap, I guess, because the General's cap doesn't have a model. He's wearing something for armor technically, but there's no model for it. We could switch him to the iron armor. But the General's attire looks really cool. But we could have him switch to iron armor. And then have him just wear the General's attire as his Colony Type 1 gear here, I guess. Yeah, because this doesn't have any slots either. It's a heavy armor class item, so all it does is increase his weight by a bit. Whatever. And his skill tree is Bravery, which boosts counterattack rate. Prudence, which improves block rate, and Wisdom, which improves agility. Since we've already started on Bravery, I'm not going to switch, but Wisdom is probably his best because Dunban is an agility tank. And then that should be good for now. Okay. As far as characters to play as go, Dunban is probably my favorite after Shulk. Just because Shulk is clearly the character that the developers intended for you to be playing as the most, with how he has all the solutions to being able to deal with Mechon, and he has the solution to being able to deal with visions, and yeah, he's very clearly the one they intended to have you playing as. If we head back up there, we can head into Colony 6, and there is a huge quest there that will take up literally the entire game. I'm not going to do that quest because it's by far the longest quest. I've been thinking, because I've really enjoyed this Let's Play so far. It's been one of the easiest Let's Plays for me to come back and record. As of this point, I've had daily uploads, even though I'm probably not going to upload an episode today. I've been able to keep up well on editing, and I don't think I've really run out of things to talk about most of the time, other than the Ether Mine, because the Ether Mine is boring. I've had a good time, and I've been thinking maybe I'll go ahead and stream all the side quests once we finish the game. Just because I feel like I can talk about this game forever right now. Welcome to the Kelshire Wetland. And oh my god, this place is beautiful at night. Welcome to the Satorl Marsh.
I've never seen anywhere like this.
You see? This is why I've been saying you need to get out of the lab every now and then. We're aiming to get inside the Bionis. We can get to the upper regions from there.
Wow. I've never thought about going inside the Bionis.
The closer we get to the top, the more monster trouble we're gonna run into. The only things that venture this far in are the Nopon merchants and curious types like me.
You really know all the fun spots, eh, Dixon?
You want to get to the top? Then this is the only way.
We'll push on, no matter what.
That's the spirit, Shulk.
And wouldn't you know it, Satorl Marsh is going to be taking up an entire chapter, so we're going to get to look at this for quite a while. Although, given the length of this Let's Play, chapters have been going on for like 2 episodes each, so yeah. The way Dunban plays is he is a very combo-based character, so eventually we'll have a battle where I can actually show that. This is also the point where we're going to be getting a lot more level 2 gems. Gale Slash can go into either Electric Gutbuster, which will inflict break if used after Gale Slash, or Worldly Slash, which lowers physical defense and lowers strength if used after Gale Slash. This is what I mean by combo-based. He also does have a variety of auras he can use, and yeah, he's just a lot... He's a lot of fun, and he has a lot more of the technical parts of the battle system as part of his playstyle, and I really like that. He's a very fun character to play as. Also, if I can work up his talent art, and then like maybe get it in a chain attack, because this thing will be dead before I can use it. But Dunban does have the ability to both break and topple enemies all on his own, which is unique to him. Listen to this talent art.
Born in a world of strife!
I have that memorized, and I think every Xenoblade fan has that memorized. Born in a world of strife! Against the odds! We choose to fight! Blossom, dance! It's just a very... like... it's a very memorable thing to shout as you're just wildly slashing things with your sword. I'm going to be fighting a few things here, just because I want to get used to playing as Dunban again. So I'll probably cut most of this out. So Satorl Marsh is infamous for having a lot of very annoying enemies. These Upas and the Flami aren't really annoying. The Flami have an art that can inflict bind, which makes it so you can't walk around. But other than that, they're pretty bearable enemies. Dunban's arts tend to have him moving anyway, especially Gale Slash, which sends him forward. But basically, there are a lot of flying enemies, and flying enemies are generally vision type, which means as soon as they see you, they'll start flying after you. And since they're flying, they will catch up. And that can get annoying. Yep, as you can see, this one isn't vision type because it's level 81. These are level 81 only at night. But during the day, there are vision type quad wings, and they are annoying.
Everyone, look! It's a group of Nopon.
Ah, some Nopon merchants.
What do you think they're up to?
They must be here for a reason. Let's go and ask them.
Good idea.
So asking them is actually totally optional. You don't have to ask them, you can just come here and shop, and then you can be on your way. Which I think is probably what I'll do, because the only other two Nopon to talk to have quests, and I'm not accepting quests right now. This pine headgear has terrain defense too, which might sound useless, but this is actually very helpful for this specific area, and I'm going to go ahead and buy one. Terrain defense makes it so you take less damage from environments that would generally deal damage to you. So like poison water, for example. After Chapter 5, Charla gains a new outfit for appearance gear called Colony 6 Era. It's very similar to her default outfit, it's just I mean, I think it's worse, but you can use this if you want. It looks very similar. The pants and the boots look very similar to what her normal is as well. Although this is only the shirt. I'm going to also finally go into skill links. Basically, you can use other party members' skills on any character as long as you have an affinity coin of the same shape as that skill. Dunban doesn't really have anything he can do that's worthwhile with Sharla, or Shulk, or Rhine, because he can already equip middleweight equipment. This would be useful in every circumstance with Shulk and Rhine. This is always useful as well. This is always useful as well, even though we aren't doing quests, so I'm not going to waste the affinity coins. And yeah, this is always useful. I'm leveling up Gale Slash, which I got an art book for on Dunban. He has a lot of AP to start with. Holy shit. Okay, I'm going to also do Electric Gutbuster, Worldly Slash, and Steel Strike. And he still has even more. Oh my god, Dunban. I'll just do Worldly Slash more. It's good to have an art that drops defense. And Gale Slash more. Because that's the start of the combo, so I'll be using it a lot. We got Shaker Edge on Shulk finally. This is a Days art, so we finally actually have one. Leveling up Shaker Edge to level 4. Backslash to level 5. Air Slash to level 3. Light Heal to level 4. And Slit Edge to level 4. Oh my god, Ryan got Sword Drive. This is basically the best damage dealing art in the game. This does so much damage. Okay. Engage or Rage. This would not go well with Rage, so I'm going to get rid of Rage, and then I'm going to level this up as much as I can. Sword Drive is such a good art. And then I'll level up Wild Down as well. And... Jeez, Ryan has a lot of arts. Aura that revives the user once before they're incapacitated. No, that's definitely worth having. That's a good aura. Oh. Man, Charlotte's so forgettable, I forgot to upgrade any of her arts. We'll get Heal Round. Because that is a good art. That restores HP to the entire party. Heal Bullet can get a few levels. And... Heat Bullet sounds really nice. It sounds nice to have an art that's just dedicated to increasing tension. So I will get rid of... I'll get rid of Shield Bullet. And she doesn't have my favorite Charla art yet, so we'll just have to wait for that. It's been over 30 minutes, and most of this episode has just been me, customizing characters, and most of it has been cut out. Alright. It is now daytime in-game. I think now is the time when I'm going to actually continue going forward. This is... Oh, what is targeting me? Oh, great. It's daytime. I forgot that I already went over this is when the flying enemies that are actually visual types start to target you. This is great. These quad wings are some of the most annoying enemies in the game, and we're going to be seeing a lot of them. So be prepared for that. If you want to know what the Napon are doing there, they're stopping. They're merchants, so it's reasonable that they'd be traveling around the Bionis. That's my guess, at least. I didn't actually talk to them because they would give me quests, and I'm not taking quests. Oh my god, leave me alone. So, I'm just gonna let you know here that this next cut is going to be uncomfortable, because it's gonna sound like I've been crying. This episode was recorded, a few weeks ago at this point. Yeah, it was recorded a few weeks ago. So, I don't even remember what I was crying about, but I like left my room for like 10 to 15 minutes and then I came back crying. I'm going to explain it and I'm going to say nothing's wrong, and believe me here at the very least, nothing's wrong. It's fine. So I know it's going to seem like there's something wrong by both the way that I sound and the fact that like 12 in-game hours have passed since that cut. Don't worry. Everything is fine. It's just... it's things that do not need to be... Why the fuck are you already attacking me? I'm fine. Does not need to be part of the video. We have wolves here. We could have seen some of these on the Bionis leg, but I think I just avoided them altogether. I cannot get over how nice it is to have Dunban have both a break and topple art. It's so nice to have those both on one character. So, this place is less pretty during the day, but I like the music significantly more, and since we probably have a lot more quad wing fights ahead, and me just probably wanting to cut them out, and nothing else until the next objective, I'm just going to speed and or slow the footage depending on how long it takes to get to the next objective, and let you listen to the music, because it's very good. Both during the day and night, but I'm going to let you listen to the night version, because it's my favorite. Finally made it.
This lamp. It has a very strange glow.
It's a remnant of the High Intia. They've hidden themselves away in the upper reaches now. But at one time, they controlled this whole area.
Good for them.
It's the perfect place to get some shut-eye. The lamp will keep the monsters away. We'll be safe if we rest here.
The breeze feels so good. It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
will pay for what you've done! You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
Do you wish to change it? The future?
Has it been that long?
Dixon.
14 years since I found you on that mountain. Seems like yesterday.
I owe it all to you. If you hadn't found me that day, I wouldn't be here now discovering the world.
Forgive me, Shulk. Sorry I couldn't save your folks.
Don't be.
Now I think about it, that was when I found the Monado as well. This might be crazy talk, but maybe you and the Monado are part of some higher plan.
I don't remember much at all. But I know that my mum and dad left me it. The Monado was their final gift to me. At least, that's how I used to think of it. That's why I want to discover its true power and help defeat the Mechon. But so far, I've just been creating piles of Mechon scrap.
So you don't just want to study it in a lab after all?
This sword... there must be some way.
Finally decided to join us, Shulk.
Sorry, guys. Didn't sleep a wink.
Right then. Time to move on. How far now?
We'll be there soon enough. The High Entia ruins are just ahead.
They may be just ahead, but they aren't close enough to warrant having this episode go any longer. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we're going to be heading to the High Entia ruins. See you guys then.